This is part two of the documentary regarding Amy Bradley is missing. And just a few more points regarding the documentary. As I said in the first part, I do believe that Amy is still alive. So, just to pick up where we left off, a passenger said that they saw Amy with Yellow riding the elevator to the top deck between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. This passenger then alleged that she saw a Yellow walking 15 minutes later by himself. This is not being reported in the documentary. In the morning of March 24th, Yellow came up to Brad and said, "Hey man, I'm sorry to hear about your sister." At that time, only the family and the ship's captain were believed to know that Amy was missing. Douglas Yellow was questioned by ship security and the FBI, but authorities found no evidence linking him to Amy's disappearance. Now, there was another eyewitness in Barbados who claimed that she saw Amy Bradley. Now, with these eyewitnesses, it's up to you whether you believe that they are credible and if what they are saying is true. It's just up to what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But she claims that she saw Amy in the bathroom and that she looked upset, she was crying. She said there was a man outside the door and that she better be ready to go. Now, she later added more information to this interaction, alleged interaction with Amy. Apparently, Amy asked, "Can we stop and see the children?" And he said, "Yes, if you're going to cooperate and not leave." And she didn't report this straight away, but then she realized it was Amy from seeing the missing person advert on television. There was also a missing website that was created for her on 2018, and it had several hits for about 45 minutes each when it was important occasions such as birthdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So there's speculation that potentially that could be Amy, who knows when these dates are. What I will say is that this was so sad and upsetting for the whole family to see how this tragedy has affected them and how they're still searching for their missing daughter and sister. And it's really affected even her brother, that he chose not to have children because of seeing the effects missing Amy has on his parents. It's so sad. Another potential breakthrough came when pictures were emailed to the family, and these pictures looked very similar to Amy Bradley. They were on an adult site, and the person was dressed very provocatively. This is one of the pictures that was sent, and in my opinion, it looks very, very similar to Amy Bradley. The eyes, the shape of the face. Sheridan, who was an FBI agent, stated that the detailed test the FBI did to compare the photos from the Intimate Workers website to Amy said that a forensic analyst looked at the photo and believed that that was Amy Bradley. As I said, those pictures look almost identical to me. But I do feel that Amy was targeted from when she went onto the cruise ship and she was just marked out. Now, there was another occasion when you can get photos taken on the cruise and then you can collect them afterwards and pay for them afterwards and those kind of things. Now, her mother explained that there were photos taken of the family, and when they went to look at the photos and collect them, the photos had disappeared. They had to then ask for a copy. So who would have taken the photo? And her mum even said that a guy was looking at her from the balcony and was questioning who that guy possibly could be. Also, Captain Kirk, the lack of empathy that you showed to this family is shocking. You didn't want to make an announcement to disturb fellow passengers on their beautiful cruise, when in fact that is the first thing that should have been done. But also his attitude was completely disturbing, saying that the family were looking for someone to blame and that they have a business to run. Where is the humanity and the empathy for this family who have lost a daughter? They're missing a piece of the puzzle. They're missing a family member. That was just completely disrespectful. Also, the message in the bottle from Amy to her ex-girlfriend, could that also have some clues? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you also think Amy is alive, or sadly, if you think she's no longer alive, I think she's alive.